Right, yeah, so what's up guys, it's Nerf Chaz here, and today I would like to talk about my personal experience from climbing from bronze to masters in the space of 4 or 5 seasons. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing I would like to talk about is my gaming experience before I had Overwatch. The experience before that was not really much gaming. Rarely any gaming experience, any sort of that, because Overwatch being my first FPS game, my first MOBA game, my first online game, and being my first game that not played, but being my first game that I've had my own, so that I could play in my spare time whenever I wanted. Yeah, that's my thing. Right, let's talk about once I was level 25. A high on health level to be able to play competitive. As you know, you need to be level 25 to be able to play competitive on like some other games. First mistake. My first mistake was getting level 25. Instantly going into competitive. Getting place bronze 1.4k. And the reason I was unlucky enough to get very high bronze is because even though Overwatch was my first game, it wasn't the first game I played, so I knew the controller formats. I know where X, square, triangle, circle is. I know where R2, R1, L1, L2 is. I knew where all of that was. I know where all the buttons are, so I don't have to look. That was within 2 days of being placed bronze, I've got silver. Me thinking that was amazing. Me thinking that I was going to go in places just because I climbed out of rank instantly. Me thinking I was going to get platinum within a week. Boy, was I wrong. And the only reason I've been able to get this rank, I'd probably be stuck in plat right now if it was not for this. My account got banned, which I know that sounds like, oh, how did that help you? Which forced me to make a new account. I got it to like 1 star, so I knew my mistake was going to level 25 and going into comp. Probably it was my first mistake. The mistake I had, like, that's got me placed gold. I'm like, oh my lord, this has got me gold, and this has got me gold. I'm like, well, this is amazing. I'm gold now. I'm like, and my gold did not last very long. Somebody say about 3.9, not 3.9. Wow. I got to 1.9 very bad, like very fast in a bad way. Like, it was very bad. I got down to silver almost instantly. Right. So now what I've got to say now is, I'm like, and within 2 months of being gold, which I've entered gold. I know this sounds good, and at the same time it doesn't, because it's gold. But for a person who's basically 1 star and in gold, it being able to get into 2.5k within 2 months. I played, as I knew, Genji, Hanzo, Widow out of my league heroes that I cannot play to save my life. Very high skill heroes, Sombra, McCree. So I stuck to Soldier Diva. I preferred Soldier because most people prefer DPS. Now I like playing support tank more. It depends what, if I'm on control point. I mean, I rarely ever played DPS. If you saw at the beginning, if you looked at my times, like, I've got like 40 hours this season possibly, and my highest is 2 hours. It's like very, like 1/20th of my time. I'll probably say about like 1/4 No, maybe if I'm lucky, 1/6 of my time has been playing DPS this season, and the other 5/6 of my time has been playing Lucio, Hog, etc. That's all I've got to say for a bit. And then I made a new account, got in place. This account I play on now, if I never deleted any of my accounts, I'd probably be about 2 stars silver boarded by now. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. My second thing is, I was like, I know I can go places, and I do not know why I deleted my account instead of just creating a Smurf. But I had no idea, that's how new I was. I had no idea what a Smurf was. So I ended up deleting my account, which was Platinum, got a new account. I'm like, well, ranked it up by playing Total Mayhem all the time. Like, Total Mayhem should be one of my favorite game modes. Still, what I never see it, and I don't enjoy it as much anymore since I play a lot more comp. It's just like I don't like things with edited rules, with like low gravity or total mayhem. If you get what I mean, with that affects the actual character itself. Is what, as I'm trying to say. A game like that affects the actual character itself. I personally did not enjoy it. So yeah, I spent about 6 minutes just talking about that. Next bit is this account. I got placed 2.8k. By the time I was level 62 is when I hit diamond. Level 62 is when I hit diamond. I instantly dropped out of diamond because I played Lucio, one of the best heroes for ranking up. Very easy SR. It does take skill, but I was a massive Lucio. I love Lucio. Like in one season, I went to school every day. Didn't take like unless it was half term. But when I made this account, it was I could play Overwatch 6 weeks straight. So like no school, no nothing. So very easy. Like in the space of a month and a half, this is how much I played. In the space of a month and a half, I gained 2 stars. So now I am silver border because of the amount of Overwatch I played. The amount I played has decreased than what it was in season 5. I was very lucky in season 5 because season 5 was one, in my opinion, is when the uprise in Junkrat mains increased by so much. And to this day, I still do not know why, but the uprise in Junkrat mains increased so much. So by the time I hit diamond, a few days later, the uprise in Junkrat mains had increased, and playing Lucio was very hard to me. Season 5, I think I hit a career total of 3,060. That was my season 5 high. That's all I can say for that season. Season 6 moved on. I regret it so much. Like I always regret it, but I hadn't, because of that season 5. I was stuck in plat. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna be a mercy main, which is probably what ruined. Like, it's probably what made me lose faith in myself. When I was like, oh, I have to play mercy to rank up. I was like, I'm terrible. I have to play mercy to rank up. It's just how it was. And even the worst fact is that I know this sounds very edgy and all that shit. I don't care what anyone says. I have depression, and it was like, I loved Overwatch. It's what kept me happy. Video games kept me happy. That's the reason I play video games all the time. That is a level 25. That's just me and my depression. That's just me and my depression. I need to play Overwatch to keep me happy, to keep me from being sad most time. So I played Overwatch. And what made me even happier on Overwatch was ranking up. So that's why at the time I had to play Mercy. That's just part of my experience. Next, I want to talk about High Diamond. Right. High Diamond or Mid Diamond to High Diamond, 3300 to 3400, which is when you start getting placed against Masters. I almost got to Masters by one tricking Mercy. Like, it's not that I was waiting for someone else to pick Mercy. I'd insta-lock Mercy. That's how bad my Mercy problem was. I'm not even joking. I insta-lock Mercy in Season 6. Then Season 7 came along, and I become so bad that in Season 6, I think it was, no, Season 7 and Season 8, I would not climb. I would be 3.2k and struggling, and I dropped to plat both seasons. And that's all I can say for them seasons. Then Season 9 came, and all I can say was I queued with friends, I 6-stacked. Knowing my friend's strengths and weaknesses is what helped me to climb. Knowing your friend's strengths and weaknesses can help you climb so much. It's actually incredible. And I'm not even joking. Opinion from stump, because you never have to rely on Genji mains, Hanzo mains, all the rubbish, stereotypical rubbish, right? You know your friend's strengths and weaknesses. You know you can have two healers, 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and if they all can flex, it makes the game so much more better. That's just my personal experience with the Masters. 6 that can help me climb out of Diamond to Masters, and now I just solo queue. I know it sounds like I'm boosted. I mean, I play healer, so it looks like I'm boosted, but in my honest opinion, I do not think I'm boosted, and that's all that I can say. Thank you guys for watching.